Is it 5 days a week, 6 days a week? I have a horror of
Right, if you want to come and see him and you're not sure whether they're going to be there, you can ring up and book an appointment with them. No use booking one with me because
That's all right.
I just give it
Lovely. I've got to look forward to it. Lovely. I've got to look forward to it.
I live near Tring.
Sorry?
Near Tring.
Near Tring, okay.
I shared a stall with David Pedisano, my colleague on Radio Times, and we were trying to get rid of a complete run of Sight and Sound magazine. My God, they were hard to ship. But I've also been associated with this very convention. I definitely visited the show at the Top Hat Club. I may have met you there. Say that again.
You're giving your age away.
I'm only 26, but I've had a hard life. The Top Hat Club was in the former Odeon Northfields. The building is still there, in case you haven't visited. It's a Christian centre now, and it's in Ealing, from whence I have come today. There have always been a lot of famous film folk associated with this convention. Ray Self, who virtually got me into the business in 1972, used to have a stall here. Norman J. Warren and Dave Prowse used to pop in. And coincidentally, I worked with all three of them. And earlier this week, I phoned Ray's widow, Jean, to tell her that I was coming here. She well remembers Ray's stall here. Ray was the most incredible film enthusiast. He had an enormous knowledge of film history, and their house was crammed almost from top to bottom with film ephemera. There were even film books on the sides of the stairs because there was no more room on the shelves. Anyone else do that? And as I've written before, there were even film reels in the shower, which meant that the shower could not be used for the purpose for which it was intended. So Jean was a bit long-suffering about Ray's hobby, She called these conventions jumble sales, and she remembers that almost invariably Ray would come home with more stuff than he'd taken. Perhaps some of you can relate to that too. A couple of weeks ago, I was at the Cinema Museum for the birthday of the curator, Martin Humphreys. No relation to Graham Humphreys, who's also here today. And I found myself in the company of like-minded people. And we were talking movies, which was great fun. For obvious reasons, I haven't been able to do it for a long time. Obviously, lockdown was a problem. But it was really very, very, very nice. Back in the day, I mean, goodness, I was a real film buff, and I thought wrongly that I knew everything about the film business. We were a bit like train spotters. I mean, almost literally, we would tick off films, especially horror films, as we'd seen them, and there was a big element of competitiveness about us. It's nice because I haven't done it for a long time. It's going to be nice talking to you. Please come up to me. I won't bite unless you want me to. That's why it's such a thrill to be here today, and such a privilege to be able to officially open the 66th convention. Have a great day.
She can be reasonable. Continue with the operation. You may fire when ready. What? You're far too trust. Dazzling is too develop an effective demonstration, but don't worry. We will deal with your rebel friends soon enough.
and next best is my good friend, musician Spizzenergi, who's going to be introducing a couple of Laurel and Hardy shorts. Over to you, Mr. Spizz.
I've made some notes, which is obviously with the light glaring at me. I'll put that to. Anyway, any Laurel and Hardy fans actually here today? I'm accustomed as I am to speaking in public. Is there anybody Laurel and Hardy fans? Are you fans of Laurel and Hardy? Any of you members of the Laurel and Hardy tent? No, you don't. Laurel and Hardy tents are people like you coming along to this convention. We have meetings in various parts of the country, and I'm a member of the London tent, which is all the tents are named after films, and ours is called the Live Ghost Tent in London, and we have quarterly meetings, and we show 5 films, and we have a raffle at the end. We all do. We are the sons of the dead at the end. It's all very nice. And we're going to cut one of the films out today because everything's running a little bit late. It's largely ruined my notes, which is why I'm now not bothering really to look at them. But all ages of people turn up, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, first film is Helpmates, and it was actually shown at our last tent. So if I don't laugh out loud as much as I normally do, it's because I only saw it very recently. But at our tent, the chair of our tent mentioned that he thinks it's the quintessential Laurel and Hardy film, has all the ingredients of everything you could wish for in a Laurel and Hardy film. It was made in 1932, which is interesting because Prohibition was still in the USA, and obviously people had parties at home, and wild parties, as you'll see at the beginning of the film. And if you weren't involved in the speakeasy themes, you'd be going to a party at home. And so it's rather amusing. It's one of my favourite films as well. So no further ado, you don't hear me rattling on anymore, and all the notes are out of order. So here is Laurel and Hardy's Helpmates.
Could anything be more crass, more disgusting? There are times when I had high hopes for you, but that time is past. Hey, what are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? I'm talking to you. What do you think I'm doing? I know you're talking to me. Hey, come on over. I want to see you. And make it snappy. Guilty.
The thing about that is that a couple of other characters came along, and their names are, well, they come up on the screen, but it was a sequel. This was the first Laurel and Hardy sequel to that film that we're not showing you, Them There Hills. And this is Tit for Tat. And the interesting thing about it is that they played the same characters, and so they know each other in the film. You'll see. But one thing that interested me about it is that how electricity, they open an electrical shop, so that's like a new industry. And the other thing about Laurel and Hardy is that they were actually inventing the genre. It was a brand new medium. They were bringing it all together. And then the other interesting thing about Tit for Tat, for me personally, is that as they early on in the film, you see Oliver put a sign in the window saying "Open for Big Business." And I've had a reputation for changing my name on a frequent basis. And one of my names in 1985 was Spizz's Big Business, and I got it from the sign going in the window, "Open for Big Business." I just thought that was very funny. So here we are now for the second film of the three that work on the show, Tit for Tat, Laurel and Hardy.
Good morning, Martin. Good morning. Well, the minute there,
the lamp goes out, he pushes it, changes the
Call
lamp.
it 20 quid then, slight for each, yeah. Fair enough, innit?
It's the first one since 2006. It's still coming in. There must have been courage.